Hey guys, welcome back to another base tour. This is, what year is it? 2024 May 2024 wipe, the 5-week one. Really appreciate your time watching this video, and here is my base for this wipe. It's kind of like a sprawling semicircle kind of look to it. Modeled after post-apocalyptic junkyard style. Kind of mixed with the movie Coco, if you've seen that, what the afterworld looks like in that movie. Amazing, by the way. Amazing. One of the most artistic things I've ever seen. Okay. Funny part about this is this compound, all these walls were actually here already whenever I started. I got about a week and a half delay before I started this wipe, so this compound was already here, and there is a 2x2 over here that I raided, and it was absolutely juiced. If that was you, thank you, and I'm sorry, I guess, but holy crap. And I raided it, built my base right here, and am using the existing compound as kind of like a nest behind the base. I don't know, it makes me feel cozy. This is actually an external TC right here. You see the disconnectable external. Same thing over here, I got a second one. This one's primed and ready to go if I need to build it out. Well, hey there, kitty. I have a hungry kitty that's appearing in the video today. Hey, Mona. I have a shop around back. Neighbors, please don't kill me. They've been fighting. I have a shop here. You can see the base really comes to life at night, holy cow. And I have the off-broadcast, the channel off-broadcast thing back from when I first did that on the base like 2 years ago, and it was really cool. Man, it may have even been 3 years ago. Electrical back here. Most of it anyway. By the way, I really appreciate all the nice comments about my dog Tessa, who passed away a few months ago. In the last video, I mentioned her, and y'all's comments were just amazing. I really appreciate that. It was really difficult getting those lights up there. See the Christmas lights? I have a video on how to make them dangle like that. You basically just put up twig and draw the shape of it on the twig, and then tear the twig down. But you can see there's not a lot to work with here, so I ended up having to get creative with the frames to the floor and wall frames to be able to draw those over there. I think they turned out pretty good though. Kind of surprised Face Punch hasn't implemented a way to do it like innately in the game. I know some of you, actually not some of you, a lot of you have posted your lamentation regarding the, I have a base on my channel called the strongest 2x2 of all time, and then the strongest 3x3 of all time, and I still believe to this day that they were the strongest ever for what they cost, and they've both been nerfed because they both use the horse glitch, which has been fixed. I do have a new design for those coming, 2 different variations actually, and they are just as strong as the horse version, and I'm going to post those soon, so don't worry, a new version of that base is coming. I know I had at least 2 subscribers, 2 different ones say, one of them in particular said I've used this base 16 times across 16 wipes, and I've never been successfully rated using the 2x2 or the 3x3 that I had on my channel. So, and those are offline raids, and they still fail. So they're good stuff. They use misdirection along with loot separation. Let's take a look inside. Yes, I know, cringe, groan, yes, it's just a 2x2. Look, I got a late start, okay? I got a late start. I wasn't really planning on building a base this big this right here. I'm just gonna get a 2x1 down. Let's just see what happens. And here we are. I think William would like this base. A few wipes ago, the sound music, these lights here that go with the music, they were doing something funny and they didn't look right. Based on which angle you're looking at them, they wouldn't show up sometimes. I'm glad to say that that's fixed, because that was really annoying. Got a garage here. My army jeep. This is one of my favorite cars, by the way. Got the storage module and the cockpit with engine module. They're super fast, they're agile, you can store a ton of stuff in it. They're relatively safe. I'm not going to say it's safe as an armored cockpit, but they're still pretty safe. By the way, the armored cockpits, I don't know, man. Whenever I use those, it's like I can't see anything, and I run into shit, and I almost feel like I'm less safe in the armored cockpit because I can't see what I'm doing or where I'm going, even with the windows down and stuff. Oh, we have a second hungry kitty. Hey, Allie. For power up top, multiple wind turbines, multiple solar panels. Some of you asked which mouse and keyboard I use in the last video, because I've mentioned that I use really old hardware. I use a Dell ball mouse, a ball mouse meaning it has the rubber ball in it. Some of the younger viewers may not have even seen those before, but there's a rubber ball in it instead of a laser or an optical light. It's just a rubber ball, and I like the friction of it, and I use those. They only last me about 5 years though. 4 or 5 years, so I have to replace them pretty frequently. But on eBay you can get the old school ones, and they're cheap, but they're becoming harder to find. And my keyboard that I'm using is a Dell IBM style. It's a Dell Quiet Key IBM style from 2003. So my keyboard and mouse that I use are both 20 years old. And the keyboard is actually the same one I used in college. I was in college from 2002 to 2006, and I'm still using the same keyboard, and if I clean it up, it actually looks really good. I'm surprised the rubber grommets behind the keys are still functioning, because a lot of them have disintegrated already. What do you guys think about the outpost and the recycler changes for the safe zones and stuff? I will admit that I've been recycling at monuments a lot more. I will say that. However, I will also say that safe zones are an integral part of Rust, especially for new players, and it doesn't feel very good to have it punish you for using the safe zone. I think you should be rewarded for using the monument recyclers and not punished for using safe zones. So safe zones should be like 100% recycle, and then monuments should be 140%. So they would get the same effect, but it wouldn't feel like the outpost or safe zones are punishing you for using them. So there'd still be a huge incentive to use monuments, but you wouldn't have that punishment aspect of it for using safes. It's the core gameplay loop of Rust. Recycling in the safe zones has become such a huge part of it, and they need to be careful steering the game in directions like that where it starts to feel not fun going to the outpost. It feels like like you're being punished for just trying to get your first base. I don't know. So instead of 80 and 120, I would rather it be 100 and 140. So same thing, just the optics of it are different. Alright guys, that's going to conclude the tour today. I'm going to leave some time at the end here for you to subscribe if you haven't already. Even though a lot of YouTube channels, most viewers are something like 98% of viewers aren't subscribed, and on this channel it's not like that. It's more like 85%, which is still a huge proportional difference, but it's kind of impressive at the same time. So that means that you guys are super loyal, which is amazing. Alright, thanks, and I'll see you all in the next video.